Alrighty, we're going to pass it on to Brandon, who is a part of Anneliese as well, and then we'll go from Brandon to the boys.
Wow, very convoluted, very cool. I'm Brandon. I'm part of Anneliese, the band, who is over yonder somewhere. Yeah, I'm the drummer, so that means I play drums in it. Yeah. Anyway, to you boys.
All right, and we are the rest of Anneliese. I am Bram.
I'm Nathan, and great job, by the way, Alyssa. That was great.
I'm Joe.
And yeah, we're from kind of all over southern Ontario. I'm originally from Peterborough area.
Time Machine.
Toronto.
And then Brandon's from Barrie, so it's kind of a miracle we all ended up getting together, but yeah, we make it work and we have fun.
Yeah.
Certainly. Awesome. Well, Anneliese, you guys have a spot? I heard Sneaky D's, but I don't know. I think you guys have already played there.
Yeah, we were actually thinking a little bit smaller than everyone else, but the Opera House here in Toronto. We've seen a lot of our favorite bands play there. Like I've been there, at least 10 times to see, tons of my favorite bands. And it just means a lot in that way where we're just so familiar with the place, and it's just always a great time whenever we're there. So it would just be a really cool experience.
Yeah, like any sort of outdoor festival would be kind of cool too. Like Opera House is up there for sure. It'd be really cool to play like some sort of summer festival, where everybody's like half in the bag, in the middle of the afternoon, and just having a good time, like something like Rockfest or something would be kind of cool out in Quebec.
I think for me, I want to do a show in Las Vegas, in the Octagon, where they make the people beat each other up. The UFC. That halftime show there, that'd be pretty cool.
That's a cool show.
Yeah, but my serious answer, I think, would be like an outdoor summer festival, like Warped Tour, but I guess that's dead now, so yeah, like Rockfest or something like that.
Serious answer, probably with Rockfest now, of course, wasn't serious.
I believe we are going to go on to the Anneliese boys now. And they've shot stuff. They were together yesterday, and we got them to be able to do little videos of their songs. So unfortunately, I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but you guys will be able to see it, and we'll get them to talk a little about it beforehand, and then we'll give it a play.
Yeah.
So, over to you boys.
So, yeah, I think we're going to be playing Cancer first. If you guys want to talk about a little bit about that, maybe Joe talking about what it's about.
Sure.
I've already inferred from the title, but
it's Cancer. It's actually the first song we ever worked on ever as a band, so it's kind of special in that way, where it's always like that starting point we always go back to, and it's a song we basically always play when we're together. It just makes us gel well, and gets us pumped up for the rest of the practice or the show, whatever we're doing. It's just a really good classic for us.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a more rock and roll song we have. It's pretty straightforward. I wrote it when I first met Bram, and it was, I don't know, it just kind of came together pretty quickly. It's been around for a long time. It's probably a song I've played on guitar more times than any song in my entire life. But just over and over again. But it's short and sweet.
Yes, it's a very short and sweet song. It's the first song that I heard when I met the boys in Anneliese and joined the band as a vocalist. It's always been a favorite of mine, even though we play it the most.
Yeah, it's what some people may call a banger. So
yes.
Let's hear it.
I've pressed record.
Taking control, taking more, you need it all, you need it more. tears out my veins. There was no way I could tell. You took my living breath in the rain. Realizing my own shame. Why can't I be strong and strong? Look at me, but I'm not. I'm losing, but you are taking control, bitch. Taking more, taking more. You need it all. You need it, you need it more. More to glory inside of me. More to glory inside of me. Alleviate this pain. Appreciate insane. This game no longer wait. This game no longer waits. I am love. Your time is up. Let the fear leave. It's time to run down. I know you hide her. It's time to kneel down.
So, as you can tell, very similar to listen to Kai's tunes.
Very soft. You could listen to it before bed, and you'll have very sweet dreams.
But yeah, as the Anneliese boys stated earlier, it is a tune that we're very familiar with. Yeah, even in the end there, we even tacked on like a different ending as well, just for live shows, to keep it fresh. And because when you're playing these songs for so long, you kind of want to change it up to interact with the fans a bit more, and it sounds good live, and sometimes you just feel it in the moment and you want to keep playing the tune. So yeah, I think it's grown very organically through the years. Do you guys want to say anything about it?
Yeah, so obviously it's a different flavor than everything else we'll be listening to tonight. But I mean, we're all for extremes on both ends. But yeah, that's a very straightforward, one of our more simple songs. Pretty much just 4/4 the whole way through, and nothing too crazy going on. But we like to have that mixture of a bit more experimental stuff and just very straightforward. Just in for the fun of it, for the beat.
It's always fun to play live. Nothing else really to say. I mean, it's kind of a second nature now for us to play. It's just good old fun, good old banger.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I first joined the band, it was the first song that I heard. So when I auditioned to be part of Anneliese, I had written lyrics and stuff for this song first to show them what I got, so to speak. And I initially wanted to sing the chorus in this song. And boys were saying, "Oh no, man, we need a banger." So I just had to throw more screams down for the whole song. But some of our other tunes do have some clean vocals, so they're not just screaming.
Wicked. I love that you guys said that was like your most rock tune. And I was like, that's pretty heavy. But it's killer. Is there a music video for that, or a lyric video for that somewhere?
Is there ever? We got a music video up there. We also have a lyric video for another song called Glass Walls. And yeah, and we're releasing more, maybe one day. So keep an eye out.
Yes.
Hey, we might even be doing a different version of Cancer soon.
Maybe.
Hint,
Hint, hint. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge. We're gonna go over to the Anneliese boys, and
Yeah, I think we should play the tune, and then we'll speak about laughter. Does that sound all right?
My water.
Now,
Oops.
that was sick. I got
That was
lost
sick.
in the music.
Yeah, same. Yeah, we jamming too hard.
Yeah. But anyway. But, yeah, that's the fun too. I like it. because I had when I was making that song, or when I was helping write that song.
Takes credit.
Yeah. I like to think I wrote the whole thing, but no, very much not. But I find when I put my drums on that song, I had a lot of freedom with it, and I felt very musical with it. And there's a part in the middle where I'm like playing with the ride and the toms, and I thought it was like a very melodic part to it. So yeah, I find it's a lot more enjoyable than just playing like your basic 4/4 rock beat, and it might even be more fun to listen to for some people too. So yeah.
Yeah, for this one, a bit of a different vibe, and sort of Brandon touched on him inputting on the drums, and that's kind of the approach we like to take. Is we like to give him sort of free reign of any sort of drum ideas he's got, because he's really the most like musically trained out of all of us, and he's got a bit more of a diverse background with jazz drumming and whatnot. So we always love to hear what he's got to offer, because it's always pretty spicy.
Definitely very spicy. Like instrumentally, I didn't do a lot of writing for the song. I added a couple bass licks in there. I wrote the lyrics for this song. I wanted Joe to do most of the lyrics, or all the lyrics on the album, but there was a couple of songs that I wrote that I really wanted to put on there just to kind of get out of my system. And the lyrics of that song is kind of two overarching themes. Manipulation's one of them. I see that a lot. And at the time, I felt like I was sort of giving a lot to somebody and wasn't sort of getting a lot in return, and I felt kind of stupid. So the lyrics kind of reflect that. Joe put a couple lines in there too that were actually pretty sick and complemented it really well. An overarching theme is just manipulation. I think that's a big thing right now. People are taking a lot but not giving a lot to others, and it's kind of horrible. So especially in relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was one of the, I think it was one other song on the album where I didn't have to contribute any lyrics, and I was kind of relieved because it was a big project and there was lots of work on. But it's fun. It's a great song for the album. It's the first song on our first album, so it opens up the album, and I think it sets the tone for a pretty solid album. And we actually perform it live typically first as well, which is always a fun start to the show, and also sets the vibe for the show that we can provide more than just blast beats, but we got some deep emotions in there that we're going to put on display for you.
Some melodies.
Yeah, like instrumentally wise, I feel like this one reflects kind of what we like to do. We like to balance a bit of the heaviness and the not so heaviness, and kind of find ways to sort of tie it all together. So that's kind of one of the philosophies we sort of use when we're songwriting.
And one more thing, Brandon was being very humble earlier, but when we wrote this song, the end section is pretty wild. And when he wrote those drum bits, I actually didn't have faith in it, but when we finally laid it out, it was pretty wild, and it's amazing. I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Thumbs up, Brandon.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks. That end part is definitely very fun to play live, and even in rehearsal too. Just it awakens something inside me for sure.
Sick. All right. Well, that was a sick tune, boys. That was we kind of got into it too much that we went into our live actual live recording because it was so good.
Yeah.
I want to see you boys live. I don't even think I've got a chance to see you guys live yet.
Can't believe you.
I know. Kind of fan of mine.